And we have on the line Ms. Rabia Khan, who is part of that organization, that NGO, and they're just going to report to us for a couple of minutes on why they're in Cedros this morning and what's the plan, what are they doing. Rabia, good morning. Oh, you can take it off.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, we're hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Before I just explain why we are here, we have our Councillor for Cedros and Mr. Shankar Tilak Singh. So I'm asking him to just say a few words. Okay?
All right, Councillor, go ahead.
Hello, good morning. I'm happy that Ms. Khan and her team is down here in terms of sensitizing the community to the extent the country in terms of human trafficking and other issues that we are dealing with in the Cedros district. As you know, we are very close to the Venezuelan border, which is our community is the first line in terms of the illegal migrants coming in. And I'm happy to know that the Ministry of National Security,
Homeland Security,
so Ms. Khan and her team is with us to assist in some of the problems that we face today in the Cedros community. So again, thank you, and I always ready to assist in whatever way we can assist both your committee and the national security in terms of human trafficking.
All right, Councillor, thank you very much. And for those of you who are listening, especially the youngsters, we have a Ministry of Homeland Security, right? So just keep that in mind. I know it'll take some getting used to, but that's so. Rabia, who else can be? So tell us, what are you all doing in Cedros? What's the activity?
Okay, we would like to recognize the Honorable Roger Alexander, Minister of Homeland Security, Mr. Alan Miguel, Director of Counter Trafficking Unit, Ms. Dana Marie Marshall, Deputy Director of the CQ, Garth and Natasha of Ion Dependency, and all those listeners joining in today. Firstly, I will briefly explain what and why for this outreach. Soroptimist International Esperance is here to unveil a public awareness initiative. 4 orange benches installed right here in Cedros, each displaying a bilingual anti-human trafficking message and the Counter Trafficking Unit hotline number. The orange benches are part of Unite's Orange the World campaign, a global call to end violence against women and girls, and placing them in Cedros, a known port of entry, makes this initiative even more significant. This is a space where awareness is urgently needed. We want these benches to do more than stand out. We want them to spark conversation, to prompt reflection, and let both residents and newcomers know that this community is watching and it cares. We aim to raise awareness so more people can recognize the signs of trafficking, empower victims, reminding them that they deserve dignity and protection, and encourage action by giving the community the tools to respond. This project also highlights the power of partnership. By working with agencies like the CTU and the support of the community, we are creating a united front against trafficking. I will just hand you over to my sister Soroptimist, Sarah, who will just speak about the messages and what we hope to achieve. Thank you.
Hi, and a pleasant good morning to all those on the panel. So, as Robbie said, we're in Cedros this morning, and what we've done is we have 4 benches that are painted orange, and we have 3 powerful messages on these benches. Each one is written in both English and Spanish because we want this to reach everyone. We want it to reach the victims who may be suffering in silence and to the wider community that has a role to play in stopping human trafficking. So the first message is directed to the victims. It says, and I quote, Human trafficking is exploitation. You deserve protection and dignity, end quote. And this one is a message of hope and humanity. It's a reminder that these victims are not alone. They have support and help that's available to them. And the second and third messages on these benches are directed at the wider public. So the second message reads, and I quote, human trafficking is organized crime and the exploitation, end quote. And this ties into the global theme for this year's World Day Against Trafficking in Persons. It helps the public to understand that trafficking is deliberate, systematic, and it needs a strong response. And finally, the third message is a call to action. It says, see something, say something, save someone, end human trafficking, end quote. So we all have a role, and if you notice something that seems off, report it, because you can change or even save a life. And one other thing about these stickers is that they include the CPU hotline number, which is 800-4CPU, so that both victims and concerned citizens can know where to turn. And by placing these benches in visible everyday spaces within the Cedros community, our hope is that they will be seen by residents, migrants, and even potential traffickers. So, Mr. Sinclair, this is just one part of our broader mission at Soroptimist International Esperance to advocate for women and girls and to take real, visible steps in the fight against gender-based violence and human trafficking. And on behalf of our club, we'd like to thank you once again for this opportunity to share some of the work that our club is doing with the CPU Directorate, the Honorable Minister, and to your listeners. So thank you.
Before you go, the Minister would just like to say something. Minister?
Yeah, morning again to that team down in Cedros. You at this time?
Yes.
Let me publicly commend you all for your efforts. It will go a long way in protecting, advising, and informing persons as to what is taking place around the world today. So, I continue to say thank you so much. I know you all taking some time to make these things happen, and it's all about your commitment to Trinidad and Tobago and to the crime that is being committed against young persons, girls, boys, as the case may be. Thank you again so much, and this is coming from the Ministry of Homeland Security.